between 2008 and 2010, $3 billion in tax subsidies to the oil and gas industries in this province, while we need to be building a low carbon economy here locally, not providing tax subsidies for the corporations who need them the least. We've been allowing corporations to use our atmosphere as a dumping ground for carbon emissions, greenhouse gas emissions. The carbon tax is a good start, but we need a cap and trade system in this province as well. The atmosphere is not a free dumping ground for emissions, and as a result, climate change and global warming are threatening not only the economy, not only the environment, but civilization in general. The latest climate science is showing that even if we stopped emitting all emissions today, we can expect to see hundreds of millions of climate change refugees around the world. They're already starting to evacuate islands on the south of India because of global warming and because of sea level rise, and that stuff is not going to stop. And we need to be looking at sustainable management of our resources, not only our atmosphere, but sustainable management of forests, soil, clean air, clean water, and not giving them away like they're free. They're not free. They belong to the citizens of this planet. We need to start recognizing that the economy is a wholly owned subsidiary of the environment. And without the environmental resources that support life on this planet, that support economic development in general, all of the resource-based economies that we depend upon, not only in this province, but around the world, without the environment, there is no economy, there is no society, and there will be social decay and environmental destruction. Pursuing endless economic growth at the expense of environmental protection is ridiculous. We are basing economic growth policies and federal and provincial government policies on the conception, on the concept of endless growth, of endless economic growth. It's absolutely impossible. Endless economic growth with no goal in mind is greedy and it's unsustainable, and we cannot keep going that way. A recent Harris Decima survey showed that 67% of Canadians do not want to see the recession used as an excuse to forget about the environment and to forget about climate change. 67% of Canadians want to see environment as the #1 issue, recognizing that without a healthy environment, you can't have a healthy economy and you cannot have healthy people. We all depend on clean air, clean water, clean food, healthy food. Another very important subject that I want to talk about is on the subject of food is the freedom to choose what we eat and the freedom to choose how we keep ourselves healthy. #1 is genetic engineering. And I'd like to let you all know that on Sunday, September 20th, we're hosting the Okanagan Greens Society, which is a nonprofit, nonpartisan society. We'll be hosting Percy Schmeiser at the Organic Okanagan Festival at Summerhill Winery. There's free transportation available. We're running free shuttles. At the Green Party table, we have some pamphlets. Percy Schmeiser is a farmer in Saskatchewan who is in a lawsuit with Monsanto. Monsanto's genetically modified seed contaminated his farm, and they sued him successfully and basically said it doesn't matter if a bird flew over and crapped our seed on your farm, if the wind picked it up and blew it over, if a truck drove by and blew it onto your farm, if you've been found with our seed, Monsanto's seed, on your farm, we can take your farm, we can take your crop. And they won, and that's what the judge's ruling was. Percy has now turned it around and is suing Monsanto and saying, you own that seed? Well, you contaminated my organic farm, and I'm suing you for contaminating my organic farm. He's going to be speaking at Summerhill Winery on Sunday, September 20th. I'd encourage you to all go. We're also going to be holding a strategic planning session for GE-free Okanagan Valley.
Rip them all up!
That's right. Rip them up. Genetically engineered foods are being demonstrated to have very, very negative health effects. They've done tests on lab rats, and lab rats who are fed genetically modified soy are losing their offspring. An alarming number of offspring are dying from rats fed genetically modified soy, and they're starting to do a lot more testing. The other thing I want to talk about is natural health products. Vitamins, minerals, natural supplements. Over 70% of Canadians use natural health products to keep themselves healthy. I'm one of them. I don't go to the doctor. I don't take antibiotics. I don't get sick because I keep myself healthy with healthy organic food and natural health products. And there have been a number of bills recently trying to restrict our freedom to choose how we keep ourselves healthy. So stay very tuned in to those issues because they're very important. I'd now like to introduce to you our new federal Green Party candidate,